Alright, we're gonna do mini stock at Thompson. Probably gonna be only video for the day. Gotten worse since yesterday, so we'll try a short race here and see what happens. I'm the number 2 out of 14, and only 4 of us are over 3,000, so should be able to get a top 4, but this car has been brutal for me, and this combo, there's something weird in the middle of 1 and 2, and I just cannot get the grip if I slip up a little too high. So hopefully I don't do that, but I feel like if you have to lift off missing the grip, you're just gonna get destroyed, ran over. Not a whole lot of room to do much here, so we'll just see if I can put in a decent lap, but my lap times were not looking all that hot in practice. And I think I just, overdrove, and there's that just going too high death slide. Back this down so that we can maybe get a better run out of the corner here.
One more lap.
Hopefully we got a bit more grip and I don't overdrive it. Okay, we probably didn't go hard enough through the center. Able to turn it down, but that's better than overdriving it and going 2 seconds slower. .22.2. It's not gonna cut it. Maybe a top 6, unless everyone's just much slower than I thought they would be. Well, way closer to pole than I thought. Again, sorry about the clicking. You're going to want to hear that rather than me coughing. So, 255, we've got 3 people who haven't done a lap, and one of them who is sitting in here doing nothing. See if we can have them hit the blue button so we don't have to sit here for another minute. Thank you. Awesome. 13 car is cool guy. Alright, well, 3 minutes. On to the race. Starting P2, which is probably the best starting spot you can get. The leader's still going to clear us. My goal, though, is don't overdrive and slide.
Pit road is closed right now.
If we overdrive and slide up, then we're going to be 3 wide off the corner, and then we're going to be flipping down the backstretch.
2,202. We expect to be fighting for the podium.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I watched Dirt Gavin's race here, and it looked like it was just dangerous. So, he ended up causing a wreck, but it was one of those weird, almost right hooks.
On the final car to grid.
But yeah, hopefully we can just get it into turn 1 and then settle in as we need to without too much pressure from behind. But I'm guessing the 4 and the 1 are going to be a little bit quicker than me. But there should be a gap that opens up between 4th and 5th, as long as us front 4 aren't slowing each other down by running each other over and trying to race too hard. But goal 1, don't put myself in the wall. Goal 2, don't get put in the wall. And then do that every lap. Alrighty.
One left to green.
Yeah, second gear start, I think, just to get it rolling. This place is always difficult to judge when the leader's gonna go. Hopefully we're not too late on it.
Post car is off.
We're late on it.
Green, green, green. Pit road's open.
But we got through the gears better.
The next car's the leader.
And now we're getting ran into. Congrats on wrecking the field. Well, he wrecked a couple. Okay, well,
No damage. Car looks
no
fine.
damage. We didn't get turned, amazingly. Don't know how that worked out in my benefit. Holy shit, why is it so loose now? Alright. Focus on holding on to second. We know the person ahead of us is quicker. Just barely. Safety rating wise, nothing. We should be the same speed. We're essentially all the same stats. Ran pretty much the same Q lap. They're doing a better job holding it up higher off the corner. I need to maybe ease my throttle a bit on exit, just because the rear end is wanting to come around. Normally this thing doesn't have a whole lot of power to really do that. Sobo, I know it did a bunch, but maybe it's just the line I'm taking or how much wheel I'm putting into it. One car is catching, or at least it feels like that. I'm just trying to drive it on the right front for now. Probably could brake drag it through the center. I almost feel like a downshift into third is possible, but not going to be something I do. Not with paddle shifters. I would just lose half a second missing a gear. Overdrove that one. Three car had a little slip up, but then I tried to force it through the exit of 2 and had a bit of one. I think I need to just bring my entry a little bit lower. Car is sliding up a little bit more. And this is the most laps I've done in a row, so I don't know what the thing's going to actually do as we get into this race, but right now not feeling like we're going to be able to do much. We haven't got back out to half a second on the car behind. Resliding a little bit there. Don't drive into the wall. I nearly just did that. Oh boy. This car just has so much play in the wheel. And sometimes you can just steer yourself into a bad situation. 3 cars brought it down a little bit lower. '13th and 14th are 10 seconds ahead. I don't think we're going to have to deal with them. Seven cars fallen back a little bit, or at least hasn't caught up much. So I don't think we're going to have to deal with the 4th car joining this unless the 5 gets around him and closes in. We're losing touch with the 3. He's doing more of a diamond now. I threw 1 and 2 a little bit better that time. Yeah, I'm worried shifting is going to become a thing as the tires get slower. There's no way I'm going to be able to compete with anyone shifting. One car might have had a big wobble there. Looked like he ended up much lower than he was planning on being, but is closing back in. Oh, they have wrecked at the back.
Car stopped up high. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go low. Go low.
I mean, that could have been worse, I guess. And they're intentionally wrecking each other, so it could have been worse by them getting going ahead of us. Alrighty. Closing in on 16 to go. We're definitely not gaining. Let's see if I can find any speed here. Ooh, 3 big old slide there. Just trying to keep it straight on entry. Feels like you can really pitch it and hurt yourself, which I think is what the 3 has done a couple of times. Now, there's just never going to be a way to pass, unless he has a big moment. This is one of the hardest places to pass at. But if we can put some pressure on him and he gets that right rear slidey, you never know. We've at least taken the pressure off ourselves. Can't be doing shit like that. A lot of lap traffic ahead, and I'm driving into walls. Let's just hope the lap cars don't wreck. And then we might not catch them. 10 to go.
Got 10 laps to go.
Yep, pretty much dead even with the 3. We picked up our pace a bunch, as you saw us pull away from the 1. 3 did as well, but he's just a little bit quicker, not making any mistakes, and it's going exactly how the ratings show. We're just dead even with each other. Try a little bit lower here. It's a little bit slower, but I gotta do something. No, we got one wrecked going. It's gonna get these guys ahead of us all screwed up for a second. He just pulls down and lets us go. Thank you. He was even racing someone kind of on their tail. But saw us coming and decided to let us race. So thank you. Too low. Nope. I mean, even if we could catch him, I don't think we can pass him.
5 to go.
I think the only way this thing does anything is he makes a mistake and hits the wall, or a lapper gets him, which he deserves the win, so none of that should happen. I'll take my second. Be happy that I've done as well as I have.
Car outside, clear high.
Oh, he just drove straight into the lap car. This is what's really hard about this track, is lap cars think staying high is the good thing. That is not where you want to go.
Outside. Outside, clear.
He backed off way more than I thought. I was trying to slide it, but even right now, like, 3 cars just quicker than us, so. For a while we were even, but once I started going a little bit lower, he checked out.
White flag this time.
Well, they're wrecking ahead.
Slow car ahead. Slow car ahead. Go low.
We're just not going to try to win it there, because that was a bad situation. Weren't going to gain anything by trying to go past the 8 as he was wrecking. And I'll take my second. Good win to the 3. And we got more wrecking happening.
Car stopped up high.
Well, it got ugly there at the end for half the field, but
good job.
Yeah,
Very
nothing
good
for
job.
the 3. Let's take a look at what happened out there. So I got a terrible start. I don't know how I wasn't in 3rd place by turn 1. but then the 4 comes in, and just drives up and spins himself in front of the field. Keeps going though. Not the same result for the 12 there, and the 10. 10 car, okay. Well, that was something. What are these two morons doing? I have no idea. But ten could have just kept going. That angle wasn't there, but so they intentionally wreck each other, and that's why they were stopped there out of 2. And now the 10 intentionally wrecks the 12. Yeah, we got a couple of morons on our hands. And 7 and the 5 just running close. They hook each other. Then the 11 comes up and hooks the 7. He goes around. And that's the 3 nearly throwing it away, getting into the 14. Oh, and they right hook, get hooked together. Luckily, they didn't wipe out the 3. And the 11 and 7, I have no idea what they're doing. 11 maybe trying to get him back. Does he intentionally wreck him after the checkered? Is that what happened? Yep. Man, we got just a bunch of low-level idiots in here. That's it's impressive. 3 intentional wrecks. Maybe 4. I don't know what the 14 would have against the 1, but wow. Glad I didn't have to deal with any of those idiots. Let's take a look at results. Gain 31 iRating. We're at a 499. We got a 4X because the 4 drove it in. The 1 car got 10 incidents somehow. That's impressive. And yeah, that was something. Glad we didn't see all that happening live, but I don't get people. So sorry if I coughed or sniffed in the mic. Hopefully get over this crap in a week, but here we go. That was a mini stock race. Thanks for watching.